Hello friends, welcome back to This Is the Police. We've just ended day 73. And let's be honest, we kinda fucked it up a little bit towards the end there, didn't we? Two dead cops. Another case that Stovall and Robbins had to just run the fuck away from. And we now have 5 of our 10 cops fucking off on the next shift to go to school and try and get some education while the rest of them all die, including Stovall and Robbins. So I think we're going to have to draft a couple of people in from shift B just at the end of the day today. It's gonna hurt them, but they might just have to deal with it. School textbook cost rises 50% this year. Weatherman predicts coldest temps in city history. Municipality allocates $2 million for airport reconstruction. There's no such thing as a free lunch. We've got a thumbs down from City Hall now. That's probably because of the crimes we fucking failed right at the end of the last day. Kemp, when I was climbing up the stairs I started feeling a little dizzy. Can I have the day off? Oh, I should have said yes, but come tomorrow. Okay, damn. Missed a trick there. Right. So we have 9 cops on shift B today. Because we have 2 of them, or 3 of them, off to school. Fire in the brain, Bob Bernard and friends. Let's have a bit of this. I feel like I've listened to everything we have. Okay, the dentist has been busy. Oh, that might be why. Labour market. We're gonna have to take a couple of rookie cops for shift A. So hello Daniel Beardsell and Dan Charleston. Dan and Dan. The Dan. 40-year-old Veronica Larson, manager at the Octopus restaurant, was found brutally murdered at her apartment. We're sending Kodo, Armstrong and the SWAT team. So, I'm not feeling great about the next couple of shifts. This one should be okay. Should we bring in Ozaki and Pongdana? You know, consummate professionals. 3 frames on the serial murder. We're just giving the frames to the feds, apparently. That's all we can do again. Attempted murder at the hospital. A patient complained that his dentist was drilling his teeth with such fury that the man had to escape and flee from the office. There we go, this is the one I've been looking for! Fuck me. Right, Gorshkov. Jorgensen. Will you go as 2? Yeah, you will. This game has actually made me realise that I quite enjoy jazz music. I don't know how I feel about that. The dentist was simply doing his job and doesn't not match the description of a fugitive maniac. Well, okay then, let's bring him in. You fucking typo maniac. Trespassing at apartment house. An elderly woman just called in saying that some strangers are trying to break her door down. Please hurry, they're scaring my cats. I don't feel like this is going to be anything serious. But the Great Right and Honourable Team Asia motherfucker are getting sent out there anyway. That's actually how they introduce themselves. Like, they knock on someone's doors. Good evening, madame. We are the Great Right and Honourable Team Asia, motherfucker. Then they show their badges. The neighbours are pounding on the woman's door. It's a young couple, exhausted by the yowling cat and the incredible stench. Yes, she has 50 cats in there. Knock on the door, ask the neighbours to move away from the door and knock. Ma'am, this is the police. Open the door, your cats are not in danger. Ask them to move away and knock. Several multicoloured cats run from the apartment, and the male neighbour, in a rage, is trying to trample them. Catch the cats and snuggle them. Oh, I don't care. I don't care about the other two options. Catching the cats and snuggling them is the way ahead. I can't believe that worked. Vehicular accident, city centre. A biker crashed into a car that was driving through an intersection against the lights. Eyewitnesses report that the driver was drunk or stoned. He exited the car, turned on some loud music, and began to dance next to the biker's bloody body. Jesus! Pongdana and Jorgensen. Proceed. Incidentally, Murata. She might be a bit of a cunt, but she's 25 and 0 now. Suspicious individual, vegetable shop. An old woman was out buying vegetables and saw by the exit a man who, in her words, was the spitting image of the dentist. I even dropped my shopping bag in fear. Van Kemp. Go react to a false alarm. Attempted carjacking at the parking lot. A passerby saw a hooded man trying unsuccessfully to open a car door in a parking lot. He's swearing loudly and nervously looking around. Asia. Yep, take him in. You're done, you absolute psycho. The old woman doesn't see very well. The man doesn't fit the dentist's description. Drug sales in the ghetto. According to an anonymous tip, a big drug deal is about to go down in an abandoned house. There's a large shipment of heroin on the line, so all parties will likely be armed. The deal is supposed to happen on the 4th floor. Okay, this is quite serious. There's also a robbery on a farm. A farmer just called in, and by the sound of his voice, he's clearly shaking. Shaken. I saw my cows were gone, so I ran out into the field, yelling for them, but they were nowhere around. Then I looked up at the sky and saw a UFO hovering over the next field. It's the aliens that stole my cows, and now they're taking my neighbours too. Yeah, it's a bad acid there, pal. Drug sales in the ghetto, we're sending everyone to that. Pongdana, Kubilius, Jorgensen, Gorshkov, SWAT team Paddy Wagon. Man is messing around with the car. He breaks the window out of the driver's door and climbs inside. Pull out a taser, order the man to raise his hands and exit the car slowly. Wait and watch the offender. Open the door and order the man not to move. The hooded man is reaching for something in his pocket. Shoot him with the taser. Take cover behind the nearest car. Don't move. Don't move. That's right. We don't need to tase anyone. We are the Great Right and Honourable Team Asia, motherfucker. Can't see that on microphone, but I've just flipped the bird there. We're gonna wait for Team Asia to get back. Reckless endangerment summer camp. A children's camp counsellor named Ronald Slayton reports that 2 young girls in creepy costumes and masks are frightening the children. They were already on edge, having read each other horror stories, and now they've run off into the woods. About 24 children are currently unaccounted for. The girls in scary suits are running around chasing them, and they're scaring everyone to death. They'll scare the children deep into the woods, and I'm afraid we'll never find them. Jesus. At the entrance to the building, there are 4 cars being watched by 2 guards. Climb the fire escape, arrest the 2 men and climb up the fire escape. Try to sneak past the guard. Arrest the 2 men, climb up the fire escape. Yeah, perfect. Right, we're gonna send a couple of people out to this. We're gonna send Team Asia out to this. Let's be okay here. And then by the time they're back, we'll be able to send them out to the summer camp to potentially find these girls that have gone missing. So Pongdana's leading the team up. Let's go with 4. Let's go with Pongdana, Kubilius, Vandal and Gorshkov. I know we're sending Vandal and Kemp out. We're not sending Vandal and Kemp out, more to the point. Sending Vandal out without Kemp. The overworked farmer mistook a bright-coloured kite for a UFO. The cows were peacefully munching their hay in the stalls. Farmer's son had led him into the stables and forgot to tell his father. Sorry for wasting your time there, Team Asia. But had that been something serious, I mean it was 10 cops that could send to it, so you'd think it might be something serious. Everything went well. So, Shift B, pretty much perfect. Who are we ordering to work tomorrow? Let's take all of Team Asia. There we go, that'll do. Okay, brutally murdered Veronica Larson, once favourite restaurant manager of Mayor Rogers. Aha! Dentist now hunting middle-aged women. A 40-year-old woman, latest dentist victim. We're not quite in City Hall's good books yet. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Beard cell, you just started today. Fuck off. It's your dog's birthday. I'll pile driver you. So, Ozaki, Tsubaki, and Murata have come over to see what a bad shift looks like. Salary, 2,126. Yuji Sanu was able to brilliantly pass all their exams. They've earned a boost. Tyler Robbins flunked all their exams and brought dishonour to the badge. Phil Estelle was able to brilliantly pass all their exams and is now 3-striped. No more requests for SWAT upgrades because we actually have a fully upgraded SWAT team now. Officer slot and a raise. Why not? The Interministerial Committee is in charge of certifying select emergency personnel. Please send 2 of your most serious and reliable employees. Okay. We're sending a guy who wanted to take the day off because it's his dog's birthday. How do you feel about that, City Hall? You better like it. Drug possession in Chinatown. The police received an anonymous tip that the Dirty Harry Dry Cleaners is a front for a cocaine ring. Stovall and Robbins. Tony Baloney's at school, so you can't take him, but take Song along with you. It's another quiet day, really. It's almost 2 o'clock. The dry cleaners is empty aside from an elderly Chinese woman dozing behind the counter. Wake her up and give her your shirt to clean. Sneak past her. Wake her up and show her the search warrant. Chinese woman wakes up, sees the cops and starts shouting, then pulls a shotgun from under the counter. Uses the taser. See Song, this is how we do it. Loot found, cocaine. Ask the mafia to sell it. Suspicious individual at the church. A priest believes that the dentist is sitting right there in one of his services. The heathen is still sitting there in the last row. I've got to go back on. Just hurry. I'm sending you with the goddamn SWAT team. We've split up Team Asia. Already. Assault in the ghetto. Massive fight at a beach. A man came into the Black Handsome barber shop and presented a gift certificate for a haircut surprise. As specified on the certificate, he was blindfolded and trimmed. When the man saw what happened to his hair, he became enraged, smashed the mirror, and attacked one of the barbers. The remainder of Team Asia. There's a massive fight at the beach. We're going to wait for Murata, Simpson and Godbomb to get back, I think. A mature woman who came to the beach to swim with her 2 grandchildren lost her temper at 2 girls who were sunbathing topless. The lady started with a number of nasty comments. When they were ignored, the woman began to beat the girls with a switch, yelling, "Shameless! Shameless!" 2 men stood up for the nudists, and soon several others joined the fight. 20-something seconds by the time they get there. 22 seconds to get back, yeah, they'll be fine. The man who the priest believed was the dentist was just a regular parishioner, Mr. Saunders, who had simply changed his hairstyle. The man is threatening to cut the barber's throat with a shard of the mirror unless he fixes the haircut. Sit down in a chair and ask for a free trim. Look, you got bigger problems to do than the haircut. Man, you don't look so bad. You should see my wife. You got bigger problems than the haircut. Team motherfucking Asia. I don't know if they're actually going to get back in time. 8 seconds? They are, just. Stovall, Robbins, Godbomber, and Song. 4 people should be enough for that. Reckless endangerment, city centre. A construction worker involved in the restoration of a historic building got in over his head, and walls of the building began to crumble. Larger pieces are falling from the floors above, threatening the lives of passers-by. Witnesses reported that the construction worker quickly worked his way down by rope, then threw his helmet to the ground and ran away. Once again, Murata's going out on, without the rest of Team Asia. It is a threat to her perfect record, but I'm sure they'll be okay. Illegal business activities on the bridge. A suspicious man is stopping cars on the road, selling handmade wooden jewellery decorated with glass and manure. The brooch collapsed right in my hands, and the fraudster wouldn't give me a refund. How am I going to get my money back? The Great Right and Honourable Team Asia motherfucker are going to get your money back. Murata keeping up her perfect record. Lisa Simpson's getting there, let's be honest. The crowd managed to calm down, but the nudist received a few bruises, and they refused to get dressed. Get out of the handcuffs, silently watch the naked women's breasts and smile. Wait, is Stovall in this one? He is actually. Either you cover your chest, or we're going down to the police station right now. Someone shouts something from the crowd about shame and sin, and the fight starts up again. Use the nightstick to suppress the fight, stand aside and ask everyone to calm down. Fire some warning shots in the air. Done. Stovall again with a stiffy, again acting like the consummate professional he is. Suspicious individual on the bridge. An intoxicated man carrying a hand drill was spotted on the bridge, flagging down a taxi. There's no way they're gonna... Rat and Simpson are gonna go out there alone. There's a report on the illegal business activities. Ozaki and Tsubaki. We did find some jewellery. Apparently made of wood and manure. Police impersonation at the Ice Prince Cafe. A young waitress at the cafe noticed a man dressed in a police uniform who fit the description of the dentist. I don't think it was a gun in his holster. I think it was a drill. I think it was a gun! Simpson Godbomber song. Stovall, Robbins, Murata. The remainder of Team Asia is back. Report on the homicide. We'll get a few new frames for this one. We now have enough, technically. But probably not the right ones. Okay, the corpse. His right hand has been severed, and there are bruises behind the knees. There's 3 bullet holes in the chest, and a lot of blood around the body. Mindy Reyes, the waitress. I didn't recognise him at first, but it's my neighbour, Edgar Sanchez. I often met him with a tough, dangerous-looking woman. They're always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly, with a tattoo of an AK-47 on her neck. Prince Jones, homeless. I woke up to heart-rending screams, but when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt, and he got into one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but he had long hair, so who knows about his prick. There are lots of those fags hanging around. Wow. The other day I saw Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood with a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple of times with his cane, and I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate ways. Sanchez has always paid his rent on time, and in cash, though I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs, and maybe something else illegal. The hand was separated from the body while Edgar Sanchez was still alive. The smooth edges of the wound indicate it was inflicted in one swift motion. The bruises in the popliteal region were from a hard object, like a nightstick or a club. Apparently, the culprit first forced his victim into the ground. To the ground, not into the ground. So that looks like a bread knife, to be honest. There we go. The suspect is Philemon Gutierrez, small-time drug dealer. That one was very straightforward, actually. Homicide at the Wise Dragon restaurant. Philemon Gutierrez loves Chinese food and can always be found at this restaurant. Port Glasgow. With the Great Right and Honourable Team Asia, motherfucker, and the SWAT team. Report on the police impersonation. The man turned out to be a regular Freeburg PD employee. Probably beard cell. Looks like it beard cell. Son of a bitch. Report on a suspicious individual. The man turned out to be a harmless drill salesman. He was drinking because he wasn't having much luck with his business on account of the dentist. People these days don't like strangers carrying drills poking around. And who's going to feed my children? The journalists? Why are you walking around selling drills? You bloody idiot. Offender escaped? What the fuck? We sent out our absolute best there. Bart Glasgow with fucking Team Asia. And a SWAT team. Son of a bitch. What is this with... Oh. We've ended 2 episodes on fucking awful notes. Admittedly, this one's not quite as bad as the last one, but still. Jesus. So we now have 3 very tired cops in Shift A. And I suppose that's something I'm going to have to deal with in the next episode. Thanks for watching, friends. Hopefully the next episode is going to feature a little bit more of what you might call a happy ending. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, the usual. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.